Today I am with Taka from EdoMatcha and I will be asking him 10 tea questions. What is your favorite tea and why?
Oh, good question. My favorite tea is green tea because I grew up drinking green tea with teapot in Japan. When I have a good quality of green tea, I feel home and it reminds me of my grandparents.
How did tea play a role in your life growing up in Japan?
So tea was always around me. So when I was a kid, like I said, there was always teapot on the table, at home. And my grandfather, he was always drinking green tea every day. And then sometimes there is a school events happening, matcha ceremony, and so it was always around. And then even after I graduated from school, university, in Australia, when business occasion, you usually get a bottle of water, but in Japan, we actually get a bottle of green teas. So it plays a big role in Japan.
Something that I think is interesting that you just brought up was about preparing matcha in school. So what age were you when you started preparing and drinking matcha at school?
Yeah, when I was in primary school, I remember there was an event of a tea ceremony. So we just sit down and then they taught us how to rotate the matcha bowl, and then we had the tea with the small Japanese sweets. Usually it's mochi or anju. It's sweet red beans with some, it's like a crepe, but it's a round shape. So everybody experienced this in my school. I think it's a great thing. What makes Japanese teas special? So first of all, I like any kinds of teas, but of course I love Japanese teas too. And I just wanna say that tea is from China. They're the one who started drinking teas. They're the one who spread this culture to all over the world. So Chinese people taught us how to grow teas, how to drink teas. So I just wanna show my appreciation to Chinese people. And then after tea culture came to Japan, Japanese tea masters, they developed our own culture. They developed Japanese tea ceremony, which is unique to Japan. So we have a lot of our own very unique traditions, and that fascinates me. I think Japanese tea culture is very connected to the sense of beauty we have, how we see things. So it's pretty deep, but the Japanese tea culture is so rooted in the society. So again, our sense of value, sense of beauty comes from the tea culture. So I appreciate having this sense. So there is one phrase in the tea culture. It's called Ichi. Ichi means, let's say we meet for the first time. I take this opportunity as I am going to talk to you just once in this lifetime. So I take this opportunity to meeting with you and having a cup of tea with you, like very seriously, or it's just once in a lifetime opportunity. So a lot of dedication, a lot of appreciation go into this just one encounter. So that's something I think that's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Why did you choose to start studying Japanese tea?
Easy one, because the simple answer is because I studied EdoMatcha. I always liked Japanese teas. I was enjoying it without knowing nothing about Japanese teas. I didn't even know so many different kinds of Japanese teas. After I studied EdoMatcha, I felt the kind of responsibility that I need to share the authentic traditions, information with my customers. So, of course, naturally, I thought that, I really want to study Japanese tea so that I can, spread this culture in Australia. So that's my answer.
What's been your biggest learning since starting the business?
That's a very good question. Obviously, I grew up in Eastern culture, and now I live in Australia, so predominantly it's a Western country. And so the perception of Asian, Japanese tea cultures here in Australia is very different. And so it's related to your last question. How I can spread this culture in the society of Australia. How I can correctly teach people our authentic traditions. And so, in the last 5-6 years, I've been doing it. So interacting our customers, kind of people in the Western culture appreciate what they like about Japanese teas. My learning is probably difference of the perception between the Western and the Eastern cultures. Also, I learned myself how I can teach people authentic traditions. Does that answer the question? Or?
When you are selecting a tea farm to source teas from, what is the process? How do you decide which tea farms are right for EdoMatcha?
We only supply organic teas. So first thing first, the tea is organic. And then I like the tea. I usually try to visit the tea farms and then meet the people who actually grows the teas face to face. And then everything goes well, I start selling the tea. Yes. It's always good to know who's producing our teas. There is a history, Japanese tea farmers bullied by the big beverage companies in Japan. I'm talking about the buy price of the big companies. I appreciate that I can buy teas from them, and I really appreciate what they do. I think I have a very good relationships with our current suppliers for organic tea farms, because without them, we can not even run this business. There is no EdoMatcha without them. I'm also really grateful that I can buy teas from them, so I support them. So I think we have a win-win situation, and then I would like to continue a good relationship with them.
Excellent. What would you recommend for a first-time Japanese tea drinker and why?
Yeah, I think it's totally depends on the person. So there is no universal answer to that. So I think I would ask the person questions, and then according to the person's preference, I would choose the tea.
Great answer. What's something about Japanese tea culture that you think people outside of Japan may not know or understand?
I often get asked this question, is matcha different from other teas? I think the question itself is like a tea plant is the same compared to other teas. It's the same. It's all Camellia sinensis, the same tea plant. We just make the teas differently. Half fermented tea. I think people don't know about this, maybe. Same tea plant.
What do you think Japanese tea can teach us about life today?
Oh wow, that's a very difficult question actually. I'm still on the journey of becoming the tea instructor. So I will be more knowledgeable to answer a question. But at this moment, I think having tea teaches me to be present, to appreciate your life. Yeah, that's my answer.
What does the future hold for EdoMatcha?
Good question. So obviously at this moment, we want to be more knowledgeable about Japanese teas. That's why I'm starting to become a Japanese tea instructor. And my aim is more organic teas in our product range. And once I become the instructor, I'd like to have a workshop and teach people to brew teas and also all the different teas and how they can enjoy teas in their daily lives. I just enjoy spreading this culture in Australia.
Well, thank you for your time. That's a wrap. I don't know how to end it.
Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.
If you enjoyed this interview, don't forget to like and subscribe. Jokes. Unless you do want to, then do it.